met during the campaign, and I gotta go.
He believes we must make our schools a much harder target for attackers. We must protect the rights of law-abiding Americans while keeping guns out of the hands of those who pose a danger to themselves and society. And we must create a culture that cherishes life and human dignity, condemning violence rather than glorifying it. The President will not rest until these goals are achieved. On bump stocks, the President did sign an executive memo directing the ATF and Department of Justice to work on outlawing bump stocks, so we don't have to wait for a legislative fix. However, if we cannot find an administrative fix, we would support a legislative solution. The age limit, something still being discussed. In terms of the concept, there's still support for that, but how it would be implemented and what that might look like is still very much part of the discussion. Shannon. The President believes that we should look at strengthening background checks, and we're looking at all of the different ways to do that and haven't made a final determination on what that should look like. I do think that will be certainly a large part of the conversation that takes place later this week when he visits with lawmakers. But look, we're not advocating for the arming of every single teacher in the school. There are teachers and other school personnel who have experienced pre-existing training and the desire to be part of something like this. We're still listening and making and determining the best steps forward, but we think that hardening our schools and protecting our students with trained personnel is a viable path and one that we're very much looking at.